What's up, YouTube? Marvel Cross 316 coming back to you live right here on the internet. And this submission contest is for OmegaShinRyuken. OmegaShinRyuken, man, you're just an awesome comic book collector. I watch you all the time. You just bring out some of the best comic books that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I wish I just had like 25% of your collection, man. Your collection's just off the charts with all that Silver Age keys and just fantastic stuff, man. You deserve all the subs you got, man. So you wanted to know what my favorite superhero is. Well, my favorite superhero is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is just, he's off the chain, man. He is great. Spider-Man, I've enjoyed I've enjoyed Spider-Man since I was a little kid. He's always just had this something about him that just grabs my attention every time I read him. I love his character and how he jokes around when he's fighting bad guys. He's always never takes things seriously. He just jokes around, and I like that about him. And then he lives this double life of Peter Parker, where he's a photographer and he has all these problems with girls. Like he cannot just go out in the open and say, "Hey, I'm Spider-Man," because if that happens, then all the supervillains in New York City will go after Peter Parker's loved ones, and you don't want that to happen. So he lives a hard life, and I think anybody can deal with a lifestyle like that where it's just difficult and you can't tell other people about your life. So I want to show you some of my favorite Spider-Man covers. This is Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man issue 60, double-sized issue. I just love the yellows and the reds, the blues in this. It looks like he's fighting in the nighttime. I love this cover. And my other favorite cover that I own is Amazing Spider-Man issue 231. I've shown this comic book a couple of times, and this is another nighttime type of cover where he's facing the Cobra. I love just like the moon shining on the back of them, and it's just beautiful. I love the colors in this, man. It's awesome. The yellows, the purples, the greens, blues, reds. That's just what makes a good comic book cover right there. You also wanted to know about my favorite like storylines involving the character. Well, I'm really big into Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. I don't really have that many keys to say. I don't really have that many keys of Spider-Man. But my favorite storyline, I have to say, that I own, starting with Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man issue 95, and I think actually the story starts probably in 94 or 93. But alright, the Black Cat, she gets some superpowers from the Kingpin, and she does not tell Spider-Man right off. This is around the time where Spider-Man and the Black Cat, they are dating, and she wants to have superpowers just like Spider-Man so that she can fight crime along Spider-Man, and Spider-Man not worry about the Black Cat and getting in the way or getting hurt, like in issue 76 when they fought Dr. Octopus. And Dr. Octopus, I mean, he tore Black Cat apart and put her in the hospital. So she sneaks and gets some superpowers from the Kingpin. And the Kingpin, Kingpin, he is one of the crime lord of New York City, and Spider-Man can't stand the Kingpin. Well, she made a deal with the Kingpin to get these superpowers, but to find out all along that these superpowers will kill Spider-Man if Spider-Man is around the Black Cat too long. If he hangs around the Black Cat, then it could automatically kill him. So we find just like these stories, like this is issue 96 right here, and Kingpin's wife is in a moment of shock, and she needs some kind of healing medicine, and We also have the return of Silvermane. He's dead, but he's also in this robotic kind of form. We also have appearances of Cloak and Dagger and the Answer right here. That's one of Kingpin's, one of his best supervillains to aid him in the battles. And so the Kingpin finds out that in order to save his wife from her disease or her cancer or whatever, he needs the power of Dagger, that good-looking girl right there. He needs her light in order for her to live, for order her to be well again. And just here's one story that kind of goes off topic. Spider-Man with a hermit. It's a cool looking cover. And here's where things get interesting with Spider-Man and the Black Cat. I think this is probably where Spider-Man is kind of getting suspicious about Black Cat's powers, because he's noticing it. Because every time a villain tries to attack the Black Cat, some kind of bad luck happens to the criminal. And here's issue 99 right here. This is the first appearance of the Spot. It's a nice looking cover. And they have this big battle with the Spot. And in issue 100 of Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, the Kingpin reveals to the Black Cat that he tricked her all along in order to separate the Black Cat and Spider-Man for good. And this is where Black Cat and Spider-Man, they sadly break up in issue 100 of their romantic relationship. And here's the black symbiote costume after Spider-Man, because Spider-Man had given up his black suit and given it back to the Fantastic Four for the Reed Richards to study on it, but the symbiote gets loose and now it's after Spider-Man. And right after this issue is the beginning of Web of Spider-Man issue 1, where the black costume gets back on Spider-Man. So there's the story in a nutshell right there. And OmegaShinRyuken, thank you for just being such a cool dude. I enjoy your videos, and I'll be looking forward to whoever wins this contest. So thank you everybody for watching. Please subscribe if you have not to OmegaShinRyuken. He's an awesome guy, and I'll see y'all next time.